What's happening?
Nothing.
And no texting Vikki while she's working over here. What's going on back there, live studio audience?
We can text, right? Just not text Vikki.
Yeah, just don't text Vikki.
Okay.
It's like a game now.
So I don't get yelled at.
Hello, everybody. It's Sunday. This is our Sunday live haul show. Hold on, let me get the chat going on up
Wait,
here.
we can't see the other one.
The other one. Her name is Liz.
Oh God, I'm not that old.
Why am I?
Here, okay. Vikki doesn't know direction. There you go. Hey, everybody. What's happening, everybody? So as you can see, we have some of our reseller friends here, just friends, but they also happen to be resellers as well.
They started out as just reseller friends, and they're now our really good friends. Just reseller, but they started out as fellow resellers that we met because of the community.
It's true. So they are here. Trish just arrived last night. She might be more tired than I am, but I'm pretty freaking tired because we picked her up at the airport at midnight. And of course we wanted to talk. So we ended up talking till like 2:30, almost 3 in the morning. And then what time did you wake up?
What time did we wake up?
Yeah.
5 a.m.
5 a.m.
My
so you
time,
got like
not your time.
What's that?
5 a.m. my time, not your time.
That's what time we went to bed.
That's what time I woke up the night before.
Oh. Okay, but what time did you wake up
24
today?
hours.
She hasn't been to bed. I know it's a bed for like 3 hours.
She slept like 3 hours. We all slept about 3 hours.
Tired.
Well, so Vikki and I got like maybe, I don't know. I woke up at like 7. So
3 to 4
how does
hours.
that work? What's the math on that?
3 to 4 hours of sleep.
So I'm real tired. Vikki's real tired. We're all tired.
I'm drinking my iced coffee.
Yeah, there's a lot of abuse going on in the chat right now.
Mm-hmm.
Abuse to who?
Crystal abusing her husband.
Oh.
She told him to shut his face. Shut your face, Angel. Anyway, and Liz just got in this morning, and Teresa is on her way right now. I think she's like about an hour out.
I do believe that all hell will break loose in about an hour when Teresa rings the doorbell and the dogs lose their minds.
Yes.
So just so you know, we may have a momentary pause in a puppy cacophony.
Yes.
So
well, that's
Puppy
very
what?
cacophony.
Isn't it cacophony?
Coffee?
Katy? And here we go.
What is that?
One of you's gonna pee already. Something's gonna happen.
We don't talk about that.
Don't pee on my couch.
We don't talk about that. Yeah, that's cloth.
We
so.
don't talk about rumors.
Anyway, so we're just having like a little fun, I don't know, reseller
girls weekend
ridiculous retreat starting now, and in about an hour there will be mayhem. We'll try to make it last as little as possible, so we'll probably have to bring a couple of the dogs up here and hold them so that there isn't too much mayhem, but it will happen, and you'll get to see probably 2 puppies, probably Grizz and the baby. Anyway, so
You're frozen.
are we?
Yeah.
You sure? Both of yous? Or
Might
just
just be Liz's one.
all right. I don't know. Are we frozen for the rest of you guys? They're out of control, you guys. I don't know. I don't know if
Do you
we're
want us to go
Is that Katy
No.
on Trish's shirt? No, that is Trish holding a pillow of Katy on her.
She should have a shirt with just me on it.
We might have to make one now. Ooh.
I think that'd be pretty good.
Here we go.
Here we go.
All right. So are you going to introduce the show to the people that are watching that don't know us?
No.
Okay.
Anyway,
Whatever.
This is our Sunday live haul. This is a regular Sunday show. We break it up into 3 parts. The first part, we look at our real numbers for the last week, our gross sales across all of our platforms, and then break down some of the fees, shipping, and of course, cost of goods, most important. And then the middle part of our show, we look at some sales highlights, some cool stuff we sold or interesting or maybe educational. And then the last part of our show is our haul, where we show you some real cool stuff that we picked up to sell. And that's about it, right? That's about it. And at some point in the show, there will be puppy mayhem. So, and for anyone who's new here, I'm Katy. This is Vikki. aka Victoria, when she wants to be taken very, very seriously. Okay, which is most of the time. And
Nice vocal fry. That was good.
Thanks. And aka my fiance.
And in our live studio audience today, we have, let's both back up here.
Oh, I thought we already did that part of the show.
We have Liz and Trish.
Who, by the way, we'll give you a little teaser. We're not going to tell you what it's going to be about yet, but a little teaser. Trish and Liz are teaming up. They're teaming up, guys, in October. They're going to be doing a presentation that is not to be missed at the Boss Reseller Remix. It is going to be awesome. So
they both did panels last year, and if anyone was at the Reseller Remix last year, we've heard many, many times that Trish's was one of the best.
Sorry, Liz.
Trish had one of the best presentations, and now we've all loved and watched Liz on the podcast, the Seller Community Podcast, and as part of Liz Perfectly, and of course part of the Boss Group as one of our wonderful admins and friends. So the two of them together, I think, are going to put together a really, really fun presentation. We're not going to tell you
very
what it is.
Educational. You'll know soon. But because time is getting closer with the ticket sales, which will be July 1st, unless you came to the Boss Remix last year.
Holly
in which
says
case,
Trashes was my favorite. That's Trish's new name. I'm calling you Trashes for the rest of this weekend. I love that typo. I love that typo, Holly. Thank you very much for that.
What was I even saying? I don't know. For people who came to the Boss Reseller Remix last year, the tickets are going to go on sale for you on the morning of the 29th. So it's going to be awesome.
Make sure to check your emails because you will receive an email giving you instructions on how to purchase your pre-tickets.
Yep. Yep, for sure. For sure. And also I wanted to mention really, really quick, I had my second Whatnot sale this last week. It went awesome. Thanks to a lot of you guys that came and supported me and bought some stuff. It was really, really cool. I had a great time, but I want to tell you, you need to be following Laura, admin of the Boss Facebook group. Who
Laura
is
Franzica.
my 80 baby. Nope. Say it correctly if you're going to say it.
My 80 baby.
I know. I'm saying it. Let me say it. My 80 baby. MI80 baby. Follow her on Whatnot because you bought some stuff.
I did.
And so you get crazy good deals if you want to get some cool hard goods and whatnot. But on the Whatnot. But I actually have my next sale is scheduled for not this coming Tuesday, but the one after that. I think it's the 21st. And I have the link down below. I seriously have pulled almost every single vintage movie and TV t-shirt out of my inventory. And I'm putting myself out on a limb and hoping that I don't sell everything for $5. But I guess if I did, you'd get a pretty good deal.
You'd get a great deal.
You guys are so giggly back there.
Did we think it would be anything different? Seriously. Here we go.
Ridiculous.
Oh my God. So Greg,
yeah, tell that story.
I'm going to tell this story. So I really love watching Whatnot shows. I've said before, you guys that watch us know that Katy and I don't watch a lot of YouTube. We're terrible. We love our friends in the YouTube community, but we can't focus on YouTube and work. So we don't watch other channels very often. Every once in a while, I'll pop in when someone's doing something, Mikey or Danny or Ryan and Allie or Casey or one of our friends. But as a regular, we're not YouTube, consumers. But Whatnot, I really like. So the other afternoon, we were watching Ryan and Allie. Both of us were. I was in my office. Katy was in her office. Ryan and Allie were doing one of their auctions. And I find their auctions very entertaining, especially when Allie drinks the White Claw. It's pretty funny. So in any case, one of the things that they showed, they had a giveaway for a 1990s vintage Reba McEntire t-shirt. And I am not a vintage t-shirt person, but I do love me some vintage 90s country. And I really love Reba McEntire. I was like, oh my God, I love this. I want to win this. So I entered the giveaway and I won. Now, mind you, these giveaways are computer generated that you click on the Whatnot app and a computer generates the winners. It is absolutely completely out of the seller's control to pick anyone that they want at all. It's completely generated by Whatnot and the app. I won. I manifested that shit.
That's right.
I won the t-shirt.
I think you missed a few details though. We were actually in the bathroom because I was getting ready for something, and it was my phone was in there, and the giveaway thing came up, and Vikki was all of a sudden like, "Oh no, I gotta go enter the giveaway!" And she didn't even see what the shirt was, and so I'm yelling to her, "It's Reba!" She races back to the office, enters the giveaway, and then she says in the chat, "I love that shirt. I want it." And then Ryan's kind of like teasing her and going, "Oh, what do you think? Should I bring it to Vegas when I come visit you? Should I bring it to you and give it to you?" And then he's like, we're giving it away. And then he hits it and it goes to LVPinkPeacock. So
And everybody is like, rigged. It was rigged.
Yeah.
They were
they're
joking.
like, "What?"
But it was really funny.
Awesome. It was very epic.
So I'm very excited. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's in the mail. I should be getting it on Monday or Tuesday, according to the USPS.
So who knows when.
Next month. Whatevs.
Pretty much. Anyway, also for those of you who are in the Boss Facebook group, I think I'm going to start doing a Monday Whatnot post, because I do know a lot of people are trying out Whatnot for the first time, or they want people to come and watch their shows. And so I want to make a place where everybody can share the link to their upcoming shows.
Yes.
And that way it doesn't, end up filling the feed.
But it
gives
because-
everybody the opportunity to share. And
Right. As a rule, we don't allow posts of outside links in our group. No groups do really. But we do want to support our fellow resellers, and Whatnot is a great place to source as well as sell. So watching people to learn how to sell, watching people to find things to source. I know that Barb sourced from Laura. I sourced from Laura. Sandra has sourced from Katy. I sourced from Sandra this week. Another funny story. I'm going to see the Dixie Chicks with my daughter next month, and I was looking for a Dixie Chick shirt, and Katie's like, "Oh, I sold mine in my Whatnot auction a few weeks ago." I look on the old eBay. Guess which Dixie Chicks shirt I found and purchased? Didn't know that it was Sandra's, mind you. Until I went to make an offer on it and saw the seller.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Sandra, this is the shirt that Katy sold to you that I now need to buy back, but I'm only going to rent it because she gave me a good deal on it." And I'm like, "I'll mail it back to you washed after I wear it. I just want to wear it to the show." So I rented it.
There you go. I just want to say I'm really proud of you. You haven't called Whatnot WhatsApp one time today.
I'm proud of myself. Yet, thank you.
And Robin says that Joe loves his shirt that Robin got for me, which was the really cool liquid blue skulls t-shirt. So yeah, very, very cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and
There's a floating Katy back there, apparently. So Trish, are you holding up the pillow? Is that what you're
I don't
doing?
know what you people are talking about.
yeah, what would you be talking about?
It may have started with Liz.
Yeah, you're crazy. All right, let's go ahead and look at our sales for this last week. Starting with mine, Giggling McGee's back there.
And mind you, there's no alcohol on board yet. I just want you guys to know.
well,
this.
that's okay. That's a lie, but not enough alcohol to have caused
There was like
this.
a 3-ounce mimosa 2 hours ago. I'm pretty sure
That's why I said not enough alcohol to cause this.
Katy was levitating.
Anyway, so here are my sales from this last week through yesterday. I have 68 between eBay and Whatnot, with 50 of those being Whatnot. 11 between Etsy and Thrilling, with 1 being Thrilling. Nothing on Instagram, and then 5 between Grailed and Mercari, with 1 being Mercari. So a total of 84 items sold. I did combined $2,518.16 on eBay and Whatnot. The Whatnot was $1,130, and Etsy and Thrilling together $595.09, with 48 of that being Thrilling. Thrilling is kind of weak this week, and
I have 0 sales on Thrilling this week.
nothing on Instagram again, and then 406 on Grilled Mercari, with 84 of that being Mercari. So my total gross sales, $3,519.
That's a great week.
25 cents. Well, I got a little help from Whatnot.
Yeah, but you did it. You put together a show.
No,
You
for
sold.
sure. For sure. It's tough though, because it's like there's people who do Whatnot like every single day or every other day. And I'm like, that's just too much. I'm going to see if I can maybe keep it up like every 2 weeks, because it'd be nice to make an extra couple thousand a month, but we'll see. Anyway, shipping $155.71, and then you can see the breakdown of the fees. And of course, that eBay one is actually eBay and Whatnot together, because they're basically the same fee structure. And then my cost of goods, roughly $550. My net total sales, $2,398.69. Now you can see my gross average sale price and my net average sale price. I put in, this is with everything, so $41.90 and $28.56. I did put all the way over there to the right before I factored in Whatnot, because Whatnot definitely brings my average sale price way down.
Right.
Way down. So without the Whatnot, I was able to keep it just above 70, which is usually my goal. But the reality is that Whatnot, at least for now, as I'm starting out,
It's realizing lower prices.
Yeah, I'm going to get lower prices, and that's part of why I'm a little nervous about doing my movie T-shirt sale. But I think I'm just going to do it and hope for the best. But I still got to build a following there and have more than 30 people in the room buying.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's about it.
It's a good week though.
Not bad. All right, let's see. We'll look at your numbers. What you got?
So mine is actually a little bit less than Katie's without Whatnot. So I did 33 eBay sales, 11 on Etsy and 1 on Depop. I had a 0 sales week on Thrilling. As I said, Thrilling's been very quiet. I had a great week, great month last month, but June so far, little weak sauce. 12 on Poshmark. And let's see, 2 orders on Mercari and 1 on Facebook. And then there was 1 personal order for a total of 4 orders, 61 total for the week. So just over $2,000 on eBay, which is better than I've done in the last few weeks, pretty much. $830 between Etsy and Depop, $424 on Poshmark, $160 on Mercari, for a total of $34, $49, $28 for the week.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Katie's was $35.18. So she beat me by like $20 this week, guys.
Yeah, but my cost of goods much higher.
So shipping, eBay fees, Etsy fees, blah, 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 blah. All of those costs are there. My cost of goods, $182. My cost of goods is always pretty low. And so my total net was just about $2,500, $2,560 for the week. My gross average sale price was good, $56. And what are you going back? I can't see. You just went back.
Sorry, I was trying to show you the total. So you beat me with net.
Yeah.
By like 160.
Yeah.
So
it was a pretty good week. It was better than it was before.
Yeah, for sure. And then we're gonna hit the casinos over the next couple of days
and put it all back.
We're gonna make so much money.
Yes.
We're gonna be so rich.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Right, Liz?
Yes.
Liz is always saying that she just wants to become a professional gambler.
I would have become a professional slot player.
Professional slot player.
I didn't think that's where she was going when she said a professional slot. I was like, that's not. This is a family show, Liz.
I mean, there are people who play slots. I still need to put our video up, but there are people who play slots, like can do YouTube videos and stuff like that. And it's like, I don't know, do they make enough money to?
Maybe I need a second calling. I don't know.
Right?
We'll come up with something.
But they sit there and they do high bidding and they just play the slots, and it's like, I mean, they must make some money on YouTube doing that.
I have to.
So crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try it this
They
week.
get
Let's see,
sponsored.
tune in.
Yeah, they get sponsored too. So it's
There you
like,
go.
you know, okay, so let's go ahead and look at our sales of the week.
Okay.
How's it going back there? Any feedback from the peanut gallery?
What?
Huh?
Huh?
Who, me?
Innocent?
Innocent?
You're doing great. Liz
All
and I are very proud.
These guys are assholes, just so you know.
right, so
You're gonna be upset you invited us. Here.
never. Anyway, what I think is funny is that we basically we kind of informed Trish and Liz that they were going to be doing a presentation together because we came up with an idea that we thought would be good. And they've never really, this is the first time we've ever actually hung out together. And guess what? We were right. They've got chemistry, guys. It's going to be real good.
It's true.
It's going to be fun. So, okay. Hello to.
It's going to be what? It's the Katy pillow, the floating Katy pillow.
Pat D's, if you play roulette, red.
Put it on red.
Yep. Keep the profit or loss. Okay. $5 super chat. Thanks, Pat. Appreciate it.
$5 to put it on red.
There you go. All right. Thanks. Thank you very much. We'll just tell you that black came up. Just kidding. All right. So let me share the screen again and you can talk to us. Why is this so laggy on here? It's annoying.
I don't know.
Okay. What do you got?
Okay. So this was a bins find from when I did our trip to California. And it's super lightweight. It's a very tiny blouse. I just wanted to show that Johnny was still, some of it still has value. So it did take about 3 or 4 months to sell. Whenever we went to California, finally got it listed. So I paid under $1 for it. It's very lightweight. It sold at the sale price that you see there for $97.46. It's just a basic tunic top. It's nothing great, but it's Johnny Was. So Johnny Was does still sell.
pretty.
Yeah, it was pretty.
All right. My first item of the week is this Champion Reverse Weave sweatshirt hoodie. I only had this listed for maybe like a week.
Is this
If
one
that-
that I gave to you or found for you somewhere?
Did you hear her trying to take credit? Someone gave it to me. Twas not you. Twas not you. So when we were in Boston,
I wanted to know why
I would like some beer, please.
did you not look in the fridge? Anyway, so Trish has a very different business model than either of us. She does a very, very high volume of clothing. Doesn't really know a ton about vintage, but there were a few pieces that she had set aside for me to look at. And so when I was looking at them, she was like, yeah, just take them. Here, take them. And so this was one of the pieces. This is probably the most valuable one of the items that you gave me, Trish. But I had it listed for $97.99, and I think I had it, honestly, it was less than a week, and somebody offered $70, and I'm like, you know what? I already know when I price something at $97.99, at some point I'm gonna sell it for as low as $65. So it's like somebody offered me $70, I'm just gonna sell it. So pretty good deal, huh?
Thanks, Liz.
That was amazing.
Thanks, Trish.
Thanks,
Liz.
Trish.
Thanks, Liz.
I don't know. I was thinking of your daughter. So listen, Liz gets the thank you.
There you go. What's going on back there?
Nothing.
They are up to I don't know what back
giggly.
there.
By the
Very
way,
giggly.
I do want to say, so Trish is demanding beer from me now as payment, because she didn't tell me that like when she gave me this sweatshirt there were strings attached, that she was going to demand something from me, but she's saying that she wants beer. But come on, guys, hold on a second. Let me show you this. This is what our fridge looks like right now. Okay, I think I've got her covered. Wait, I'm sorry, the glare. There's some seltzer in there. It's
There's
all beer.
There's milk. You saw the
There's milk. There's seltzer. So there's some old lady go-go juice, Activia go-go juice.
Go juice. It's true. It's true. So I did see that we have, we're going to go to the next one in a second. I did see that we have Robin in the chat, Robin Lett. And, only when you are a reseller do your other resellers' friends come and meet you at a meetup or come bearing gifts.
Mm-hmm.
And they usually come bringing gifts to resell. So both Robin and her husband and our friend Kara Cooper came and brought Katy and I gifts to our meetup in Florida. They're like, here's some things for you to keep or sell or give away or whatever. Like, only one reseller to another do you give each other used shit. And this was from Robin was not used, but
no, Robin
from Kara was thrifted stuff, which is believe me, that's not a dig. We love it. She
always
right?
gives me good vintage t-shirts.
We love this stuff. So I think it's pretty funny. Like to just give each other, like you go to your mom's house, you're not bringing your mom a bag of used clothes, right? Maybe, unless she's a reseller. Listen, Peanut Gallery, I'm talking over here.
She's talking.
So the next thing that I wanted to show was actually a gift from Robin. Robin had brought us a bunch of gifts. So she had some North Face and some Patagonia, and Katie's using a few of them for her Whatnot giveaways. Yep, and I am not on the Whatnot as of yet. I'm approved, but I haven't scheduled it on a show yet. So I actually listed this, and it rolled into a sale pretty quickly, but it sold right away. It sold within a day or two of listing. So it sold for $112.46. So yeah, thank you, Robin. I owe you a beer in October.
and speaking of Whatnot, Robin and Joe have seriously
they dove in.
They dove in. They've got a bazillion shows already scheduled.
They've done a bunch already.
Yeah. Let's shop LETTS_shop on Whatnot. Go check that out.
That's not from you? Where the hell did I get it then? Casey. I sourced this from Casey's garage.
Forget that. Do not follow Let's Shop on Whatnot. They don't deserve it. Just kidding. Seriously, follow them because they do movies. They do all kinds of cool stuff. I picked up a few Blu-rays and DVDs from them. You get great prices.
I could totally befriend a sewer clown.
Yeah.
Yes, Sandra, that's good.
Indeed. But yeah, good deal. This is one of the things that you took from his garage.
Yes. I sourced this from Casey's garage.
You better let him know.
I don't know why he didn't want to sell it, but whatever.
Who knows? All right. Next up for me is
So it was not free, but we paid very little for the stuff we sourced.
Yeah, she gave us North Face jackets.
No, and from Casey,
Yeah.
I paid very little.
Okay, so next up is I have this awesome Dairy Queen ringer tee. I love it so much. I wish it wasn't so tiny because I think it's the cutest shirt ever. I've had it for a little while.
It is really cute,
and
I would wear that.
I grew up having.
I could fit one boob in it.
I grew up on a good Dairy
Maybe.
Queen Blizzard. I don't like any other flavors now, but they used to be good and had the mud pie. I'm just gonna think about
Does
that
Casey
mud
know
pie
you
Blizzard.
sourced from his garage? Yes. He invited us to source from his garage. We did pay him. We shipped home 130 pounds of clothing
Yeah.
from and things. We brought home 130 pounds
Yeah.
from Florida. Yeah.
Oh no,
Goodness.
Robin has the Rona.
Oh, Robin, I'm sorry.
Why?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, hopefully you feel better. Sorry. But I'm glad you can hang out with us here and maybe keep your mind off it a little bit. So Dairy Queen t-shirt, I've had this for a while. And so when I was sending out offers this week, with this one, it's like usually it's not like an offer for 100, but I went 85 and somebody bought it. Apparently that was the price point
That
they
was
were
it.
looking for. And so I think that's pretty good. I paid, like $10 for it. Oh, and sold for 85. But look how cute it is. Look at the little candy bars on it. And that's a Blizzard, or that's a Butterfinger when Butterfinger still tasted good.
That's true.
Now they're gross with like weird peanut butters. I don't know.
They were weird.
They make
texture.
it different. They make it different.
The candy bar? Or
Yeah, the candy bar. What's your favorite candy bar?
Twix.
What's your favorite candy bar? What's that face?
Payday.
Payday. Payday is
the
pretty good.
peanut.
I don't. Isn't that weird? Like I don't even.
Old
I don't
lady
sit there.
candy.
I actually really like Payday though.
Yelling.
I love paydays.
It's weird. I don't know why. What's your favorite candy bar?
Twix.
That's so gay. Actually, I will say one of my favorite candy bars is the peanut butter Twix. Now that is a good candy bar. Regular Twix, ugh, boring.
Yeah, it's true though. Everybody that hasn't gotten it, Katie and I got it right before we went to Florida. We got it in between Rhode Island and Florida. But thankfully it was super mild for both of us. I literally didn't even take any time out of work. I didn't even need a nap. I was like 2.5 days of a head cold.
Yeah.
So I know that everybody, just experiences it differently. So I hope that for both of you guys in the chat that have it, it's mild. Okay, let's go on to the next one.
Okay. Greg wants to know left or right Twix. I eat them both at the same
both.
time.
Yeah, both.
Okay, go ahead.
So also when I was in Rhode Island, this is a couple of things that my best friend had given me to sell. Not necessarily for him. I have one piece I'm going to give him half on when it sells. The other pieces he's like, yeah, just sell. I don't need them. I don't use them anymore. And this was one of them. This is just a Louis Vuitton bifold wallet. It does have some wear. You can see in the photos. It's like he used the heck out of it. This is like early 2000s. It's not quite vintage, but it's Y2K vintage. You can see the corners have wear. He used the heck out of it. It's 100% authentic because he bought everything himself and it's the first-hand owner. But yeah, it sold for the price you see there, $112.46.
Nice.
I didn't pay anything for it. It sold within a week.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Rebecca has COVID as well. What's going on with all you guys with the COVID?
Oh no.
Yeah, we hadn't got over it. This time it hit me in the lungs fast. Well, I hope you recover quickly. And
Well, you saw Alana has it too. It's
yeah.
It's like 3 people in our chat alone, and there's not that many people in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, guys. And I
Yeah.
know Sandra and Rebecca, her wife, just got through it too.
Yeah.
So
I'm hoping that it's going to just go through fast and everybody's going to be better. And it seems like it's not as
I do
strong
hope with
anymore.
the amount of people that are getting it now, and yes, it's because we've all kind of given up and said F all the precautions pretty much.
Mhm.
Which fine. I think it's a little bit more of a diluted than it has been. And
most people are vaccinated or they've had it already.
Yeah.
So
I think that it's a good idea that at least it's going to go through us, and now we'll all have some natural immunity. Here's hoping.
yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, I have this Bob Marley t-shirt, which I think I paid about $10 for, and I sold it at the price you see there, $97.99. And this thing is definitely kind of worn and faded. It's got a hole in the back of it. It's just like a Jamaica t-shirt with a Bob Marley dude on it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about this or where it came from. I mean, probably just something that was sold in Jamaica. Who knows? And so I priced it up, and it sold for $97.99. Again,
Nice.
I paid like $10 for it, and it's got a hole, so it's like you don't always have to worry. It depends on what the condition issues are, but a lot of times with t-shirts, there's going to be somebody out there who doesn't care, who does not care about holes or wear. In fact, they prefer it. So don't be scared to pick something up and even price it up just because it's got some holes.
Yeah, I like that. Put Greg's post up. Yes. So those of you that have been following, Greg has been battling leukemia, just diagnosed a few months ago, and he is winning that battle as of right now. And it has kicked his ass, but he kicked it right back.
Yep.
So now he's just working on getting his strength back and gaining some weight back and being healthy on the inside, you know, because those of you that know people that have had cancer or have had cancer yourself know that in order to kill the cancer, you have to bring yourself real damn close to death. And that's kind of where he is. So he's getting stronger day by day, but it's a battle. It's a battle, and it's been a tough battle, but it looks like he may have won this battle. So we're you know, cautiously optimistic, and we're really, really happy.
And if all goes well, he'll be moving to Vegas hopefully in the fall.
Yep, he'll be back here in Vegas in the fall
and
for good.
Keeping him.
You know, listen, we're not going to shut the city down because of COVID or the coronavirus. You're not going to come and get COVID, and you've already had the cancer. So listen, there's no more shit to go wrong. So you just need to move out here and be with your friends in a support system.
Well, let's not taunt fate like that.
Okay.
let's just say hopefully everything's going to be all right. All right, Greg. 1 second here. All right, next one up for you.
So this is one of those times where I actually did put rare in the title. Now, I think it is an overused word in titles, but I will tell you that these only had maybe 3 or 4 sold in the last year. So I think that constitutes as rare. These were, we talked about them on the show last week, but I hadn't shown them. These are the brand is Adio. It's Bam Margera's brand of skate shoes from Jackass, Bam Margera. But these were a collab with the band Him, His Infernal Majesty, sorry. And they were pretty worn if you take a look. I rescued these from the bins. So someone had picked these out of the bins and then tossed them back. So there's a whole lot of people at the bins that scoop in and grab all of the shoes, go through them all, check the condition, probably look them up. I'm not sure what the hell they do. And then after about an hour or two, they toss back the rejects.
You probably saw the whole.
Well, I take the rejects a lot of the times and do quite well with the rejects. So these sold within 24 hours of listing, and I listed them rather low. If they were in better condition, I could have sold them for 400. But they had a hole in the back, and they've got some wear on them, and you can tell they've been worn.
Yep.
So I listed them for $250, and they sold within 24 hours for full price. I paid $3 to $4 at the bins based on weight.
Very nice, very nice. All right, next up, Vikki will like this sale, and so will Tracy and Frankie out there. Triumph.
No, they're not exactly.
Or they're not. I don't know.
They're not a
they?
hair.
Like I know. What the heck are they then?
It's classic rock.
All right.
It's okay.
Well, I think Frankie probably likes classic rock too. Maybe. Whatever.
Maybe.
It's not sell for the price you see there. Somebody made an offer for $150, and then they actually paid everybody. They paid. I've had so many like non-paying buyers. It's driving me crazy. But anyway, $150. They did pay. I've had this one for a while. I paid around $30 for it. And it's just a cool 80s t-shirt of not hairband.
A not hairband. But I do like the the tarot card thing on it. That's pretty cool.
It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah. So hey, Danny, and I saw Noelle pop in there. Danny and Mikey,
I see Mikey
and
Saxamony
and Sunny in the chat too.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, see, Tracy's with me.
Whatever. Yeah. Well, I didn't know I thought it was just one of those bands.
It's not. But thanks. Good. Nice try, honey. Nice try. Nice try.
See, Frankie loves Triumph, so there you go. I was right. All right, go ahead. What do you got going on here?
So these I actually just wanted to talk about because, Stussy is kind of hit or miss as far as it being a bit of a cult following, but vintage Stussy is still worth picking up. Not the more recent Stussy, not the stuff that's been in influx, because they started recreating it, 10 years ago, maybe 15 years ago? But 80s made in the USA Stussy. This is 80s made in the USA Stussy. So these I picked up at the bins. They have a stain on them, which you can see. I tried to treat the stain. It did not come out. I still sold them. So they sold with the stain on the crotch that you can see right there, yellow, kind of a yellow stain. And they sold for $60 to Japan. So they paid shipping to Japan.
Nice.
A lot of people will decide to not list something that has flaws. If the item is good enough, even if it has flaws, and I'm not talking the roached and trashed t-shirts. We all know that those can sell. This is also something that has a flaw. You know, that somebody might be taking these to copy the construction.
Mhm.
They might be taking them and they know that they're going to wear a long shirt with them. Maybe they're going to dye them themselves. Who the heck knows? Yes, it has a pee stain. I don't know, Sandra. Whatever. They have a yellow stain in the crotch. They've been washed. I don't know what it is. But they sold for $60. And I didn't have them listed very long, maybe a couple of weeks, at best a month.
Mhm.
And yeah, so I just wanted to say that vintage Stussy made in the USA is always worth picking up.
Mhm. Absolutely. All right. Next up for me. So speaking of Joe loving his new shirt that Robin got from my auction, it was actually the same t-shirt, only orange. I think it was. The skulls were orange. And it's funny because this shirt sold the morning of that Whatnot sale.
And did you not think to take the Whatnot shirt out of the equation and go, oh shit, this is going to sell too cheaply?
No, I've had these listed for a little while. I know what
Okay.
they're worth. It's just this one sold, and the other one, I knew the other one did end up being like the highest priced item that went in my auction. I believe she got it for $99. So I was perfectly happy to sell it for that much. But this sold that morning. This one's the one that she got was like, I think an XL. This one's like a 4X. So it's a real big boy shirt, and sold for $279.99. I believe I paid $75 for this. I got it from Jesse at Yesterday's Fits. No, I was not going to take it out of the auction. I knew it was a valuable shirt. I figured it would be one of the ones that would go for the most.
This is the yellow crotch stain is like going big in the chat right now. Listen, I treated the stain and washed it. I'm not saying it was pee. Pee doesn't stain. It probably was mustard.
How do you know?
Because I was married to a man. Do you not think that men have pee on their clothes sometimes? Jesus.
I'm sorry that
we need
you
to
were married
explain
to a
this?
man who peed his pants all the time.
I have two women in back of me.
You're welcome for rescuing you.
I have two women in back of me that are married to men. So listen. Oh, Jesus. It's going to be a long week,
Trish,
guys.
do you have problems
Long
with your
week.
man peeing his
There's
pants?
a lot of pee in my house.
Here we go. Here we go. everywhere.
P-core. All right.
See, I'm a man and pee is only a stain until it's washed. Thank you. Thank you, Sonny. I appreciate that. I'm not crazy. Listen to these. You people are ridiculous.
You people.
I didn't realize we were going to degrade that fast on the show today. This video is rated PG.
So good. You're in trouble.
You're in
Go ahead.
trouble?
Yeah.
Jesus. Rivas. You guys are too much.
This shit's out of control. Go ahead.
Stop. Here we go.
Don't poo-poo on me. Don't Amber hurt me. Go. Just go.
I can't even talk.
You're
You
really
guys are
stalling the
ridiculous.
show, Vikki.
You guys are ridiculous. I'm stalling. Is that like the urine? That stall in
No.
the urinal? No, that's where you go with that. Anyway, I've said before that vintage Juicy Couture is coming back. 90s and early Y2K Juicy Couture is coming back. I grabbed this sweatshirt at the bins, the velour Juicy Couture. I have not found a set yet. I have not found Juicy Couture with the big Juicy written across the ash yet that everyone was wearing. You know it's out there because everybody wore them and they were at the thrifts and wouldn't have picked them up 2 years ago.
You know
But
what else
guess
is
what?
juicy?
It's back. Stop. I'm going to punch you right in the mouth. So I picked this up at the bins a few months ago. It sold for $89.95 plus shipping to Australia. So I paid maybe $2 for it, under $2. It's under £1. And it's not even a spectacular color. It's kind of like this mustardy yellow tan color, like the pink
Yellow?
and the purple and the red. Oh, Jesus Christ. I give up. I can't even.
I would like to say that we were being good back here while that.
Mhm. The show, Nanny says the show is going down the toilet.
All right.
You guys are ridiculous. I hope that someone watches this show back and reads the chat and just like forgets it. I don't even know what's happening here.
Yeah.
So anyway, keep an eye out for Juicy Couture. If I've got any of my millennials in the chat, you wore this in high school, go dig it out of your closet and sell the crap out of it because it's selling really well right now. It's super hot.
Exactly. All right. Next up, I thought I'd show this Colorado Buffalo sweatshirt. What? So this is another one that I only had listed for, I think, less than a week before somebody bought it. And I wanted to show this because, yes, T-shirts can be thrashed and stained and have holes. And sometimes that's how people prefer it. But sometimes, like this shirt, I was kind of like, I hope it sells. It's got paint on the sleeve.
Buffalo.
And it's still sold in only a few days for $62.99. And I paid, I think at most I paid $10 for it. And I think when I bought it, I was just going quickly.
Are you sure this didn't come from the swap meet?
The swap meet?
The Silverton swap meet.
I mean, it might have. I didn't say.
Oh, if it did, you would.
No, it didn't because I haven't listed it.
$5. Oh, okay. Okay.
No. Anyway, so this came from yesterday's fits. So I guess what I'm saying is, guys, don't undervalue your stuff, and it can sell for. And look, it's got paint right there too. Yeah, right on the front of it. $62.99. So good deal. All right, next up for you.
So this is just one of my sales that I picked up from the bins. I ended up picking up a bunch of vintage T-shirts. Even after the bros went through, we've talked about it before. I sold that Tool T-shirt for $350 that I paid like 50 cents for. This is another one that sold for $99.95 that I picked up at the bins in that same batch. So I paid under maybe 50 cents, 75 cents for this. Sold for $99.95.
Crazy.
Yeah, I paid under $1. It's just a 90s, but they were almost all women's. And this baby doll style from the 90s, of which I have a bunch because that was what I was wearing in the 90s to concerts. And that's what I'd be buying. So yeah. Keep an eye out for those. It is dated. It is copywritten, even though it's not on like a Tom Petty tag or anything like that. Yeah. This was clearly printed out for merch. And a lot of people went this route for the cheap baby doll tees in the 90s because it was a huge niche market. Women were buying these at concerts. They don't even bother to really sell them at shows now, but in the 90s they were.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, this is an Etsy sale. I sold this 1984 Olympic soccer T-shirt for $134.99. I'm actually surprised it went for this much.
The peanut gallery is whispering back there. They don't whisper very quietly, just so you know.
What? Anyway, I had gotten 3 of these shirts that were all the same style but had different subjects on them. So this one's the soccer one. I think I have a lighting the torch, and then the other one might have been cycling. Just really cool shirts. I find that Olympic stuff tends to be a little bit slower to move.
It's hit or miss too.
And it's very hit or miss. And so a lot of times what I'll do is sometimes I'll price it up, and then later on I'll just send out like much lower offers. But this one actually sold for the full on sale price for $135 on Etsy. And I paid like $10 for this. So, there's somebody being naughty in the chat.
Kim. For shame.
But I love this. I want to say also, I love the
sneakers tag. Yes.
It's my favorite tag. It might be my favorite tag, even more so than Screen Stars.
Yeah, it's very cool. Because what's printed on it is pretty cool.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so this actually is something that a lot of people know about List Perfectly, and that the business that they built List Perfectly for was called the Clothing Vault, and the Clothing Vault was the vintage clothing business that Clara and Amanda had. And at the end of 2020, they liquidated that, and I was able to acquire all of their leftover inventory. And this is one of the items that came from the inventory. I'm still selling this stuff because it is vintage, and vintage takes a while to sell. That's a nice photo. Why does that look like that? Corrupted photo. In any case, this was one of those items, and I sold it this week for $229.95 plus about $38 shipping to Ireland.
Oh,
because it's a little over 3 pounds. And yeah, I was pretty happy to get it and to sell it. And it's just a really, really cool piece. 1930s varsity sweaters. Varsity sweaters sell very well. 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, they all sell really well. They don't generally sell for these prices anymore, but I kept it really high because I thought it was incredibly cool.
Yeah.
And what's nice about the Clothing Vault and List Perfectly, because the Clothing Vault had such strong SEO for all of their listings, this was actually listed in their store. I was able to grab all the information on it, so I didn't even have to research it myself.
That's awesome.
And so, yeah, there you go. It's pretty cool.
There you go. There you go.
It is the color of Harry Potter stuff. It really is, Kim. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next up for me on Grailed, I sold this Buffy the Vampire Slayer Blood Drive t-shirt. So this is a t-shirt from 2000. And this is like, all right, shut it. This is like a Blood Drive t-shirt that must have the actual show was involved in. So you can see that the WB, probably the local WB station, was sponsoring, and but I picked it up because I'm like, okay, that's a show that has like its crazy fans, and so I listed it kind of high, but I've had it for a little while now, and I was like, you know what, I think I've sent out offers for $50 multiple times, and then it ended up selling on Grail for $87. So I was pretty stoked about that because I mean, this shirt, I think I paid like $5 for it. So it was definitely a good flip.
Right, I like that one. Okay, so this one, it sold on Poshmark, so it's not going to tell you what it is, but I wanted to talk about what it is more of an example to show you that it doesn't have to sell for pennies. So this was a new with tags vintage Rockin' Republic top. The price tag on this top was $228. That was not a made up number for Poshmark. You make up a number usually. Usually I put 0 unless there actually is a price tag on it. So $228 was the original price tag. This was before Rockin' Republic sold out to Kohl's. When it sold to Kohl's, it became a mass-produced China line from China. So the quality and the construction has gone down. Prior to that, it was made in the USA, and it was a higher end clothing style and design. So keep an eye out for older Rockin' Republic jeans. They have a different logo, same name. They're made in the USA. Older Rockin' Republic clothing, dresses, blouses, things like that. You're going to be able to tell that it's quality by the weight and the feel of the fabric and the fibers. There's nothing that sells at Kohl's for $228, even on their inflated regular prices. So this original price was $228. I paid $4 for it. It's vintage, so it would have been like late 90s, early 2000s before it sold out. And it sold for $65 on Posh. So I just wanted to say that not all Rockin' Republic is made the same. There is the cheap mass-produced stuff that's sold at Kohl's. That's still not too bad to pick up if you pick it up for a buck or two. But I generally don't even bother. It's kind of like picking up Old Navy or JCPenney brands, the ANA brand from JCPenney or what have you. So it's not a very big difference. However, the older Rock Republic stuff, keep an eye out for because it is better made. So anywhere. Yeah, so that's a girl. Listen, can I just tell you, if this were my size, I would have kept this because this is the type of shirt I would have worn 30 pounds ago and 5 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Last one is my Jerry Maguire Show Me the Money t-shirt
that you just showed last week because I was doing Show Me the Money in the class, in the show just last week. Now I was doing it in the class. I was doing it in class. Show me the money.
I got this from yesterday's fix. Paid $20 for it. I don't think I showed this. Did I show it as a sold last week? Or
no?
Yeah. Okay.
I think you showed it as.
So it wasn't last week. It was a few weeks ago. But anyway, I got it from yesterday's fix for $20 and sold it for $110. And what was really cool is when I was doing my Whatnot show, on Tuesday, there was a guy in there who bought a couple of who won a couple of the auctions, and he said in the chat that he was actually the one who bought this T-shirt from me. So he's not a name I recognize. So I think it's just
Not a
somebody,
viewer, just a guy that follows you.
Yeah, so bought from my store and then came in. I don't know if maybe he's on Instagram or something like that. But
Kim, I totally have been expelled. I've been suspended before, so it wouldn't be. I'm not expelled, but I've been suspended.
Yeah.
You know what I got suspended? I got suspended in 5th grade for flipping off a nun and telling her to fuck off. I'm not kidding. I went to Catholic school.
Inappropriate.
Yeah, that's what I got suspended for.
Inappropriate.
Never got suspended older, as you know, for all the stuff I did then. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we are ready to do our haul.
I got my stuff from you, Laura. By the way, I haven't opened the box yet, but I got it yesterday in the mail. It's on my desk.
Okay. So, hold on a second here.
We're gonna check in with the
what?
peanut gallery back here.
What?
Yeah, how's it going back there?
Hi. Hey.
How's my pillow?
Your pillow's nice. It was floating.
Yes, it's Trish and Liz, and Teresa should be here probably
Thrift and Kristen
anytime.
just joined the live, and first thing I hear is told her to fuck off. Sorry, Kristen. Oops. Sorry.
That's
Oh
pretty
my
good.
goodness. Yeah. So So Sandra's saying I got swatted a lot in Catholic school. So I went to Catholic school, and it was I loved my elementary school. Honestly, I went there from K through 8, and it wasn't a bad school, but this particular nun was a real bad nun. She was one of the real mean ones. Used to pull your ear, used to hit you in the back of the hand with the ruler, used to like pull you by the nape of your neck by pinching that back of your neck to bring you out of the room. Yeah. She yelled at me for something, probably talking. It was probably deserved. And I told her, fuck off.
I
got
couldn't
suspended.
imagine you ever doing such a thing.
I got suspended.
All right, let's get to the sourcing part. What kind of sourcing did you do this week?
So this week I went to the bins with Corey, my bins buddy. I went Friday morning to the bins, and then I sourced from Whatnot. I actually sourced from Laura. I also sourced from Barry, Afro Vintage. Those things I do not have to show today, but I also purchased from an estate sale online and picked up this morning, just as we were on our way to the airport to pick up Liz. So yeah.
All right. And I have the only stuff I'm showing today is stuff I got from one bulk buy from my online source. But I didn't show it in my sales today. I had a couple of things I sold this week that were just mediocre t-shirts that I bought on Whatnot for like $5, and they both sold for $40. So telling you, Whatnot's a great place to source.
Look giggly back there.
I know, real giggly. We're watching you.
Ooh, and now downtown Julie Brown.
We never should have introduced
is in the
them.
chat.
There you go. See, we can see it. We are a delayed reaction. There you go.
It's true.
There you go.
So the only person we're missing, 2 people today, and it would be Teresa's on her way here. She's not here yet. We're missing downtown Julie Brown, and we are missing Diane.
Yeah.
And that would kind of complete our circle with F and Julie.
That would be all our friends.
All right. Why don't you show us what you picked up?
This is what happens when you meet resellers that become your favorite people. Like, you can make some of your best friends from selling online.
It's true, which is a real good reason to come to the Boss Reseller Remix. Just saying.
It's true. It's true.
Okay. Oh, I see Diane in the chat.
There's Diane.
She says, boo-hoo. All right. What'd you get?
Okay, so just today, I want to talk about. So I picked up about 8 lots today that I purchased from one estate sale, and I just wanted to show a few of these things in case anyone doesn't know what they are or they have not heard of them. So these are called Boston chalkware. They're vintage. They're chalkware. They're these little 3D faces and heads. They're characters usually. They have a little hook on the back. They're painted. They have ridiculous detail on them. So I paid probably $5 to $10 a piece for all of these. I have 50 or 60 of them, and they're all different characters. Like this is like probably Sherlock Holmes. I'm not entirely sure, but it's probably Sherlock Holmes. This one is like I think this is like
Charlton
Heston in like as Moses and the Ten Commandments. This is Errol Flynn as Robin Hood. So they're from like 50s and 60s. So they're Bosson, Bosson, I believe. I don't know who this pilot person is, but again, I'll look it up. I'll figure it out. They're very, very detailed. I don't know if you can see that from here. So I paid anywhere from $5 to say $10 a piece for these, and they sell from $30 to $60 a piece, depending on which characters they are. Some are more desirable than others. They're not all actors and actresses, but some of them are like 50 or 60. Oh, that could be Charles Lindbergh. It could be Danny. Yeah.
So where's the baby? Where's the baby?
So it's like all different, you'll be able to tell like who they are. They don't mark it on the back, by the way. So the back isn't going to be anything for you, but they have different markings on the back. So this one's actually marked with Bosson, Bosson. You can see that a little bit. And they're like 50s and 60s, and some even go a little bit more new than that. But this person had a bunch of them. And yeah, so I've got some pirate ones. I think I have Abbott and Costello. There's a whole bunch. So anyway, that was a good buy. I did pay quite a bit. I paid up for them. I paid a little, like over $300 for all of the ones that I got. Oh, see, nice, Lori. That's really good. So I'm going to investigate all of them one at a time and try to find some comps. This is the type of thing that I will comp for just that reason. Some of them are worth only $30 because they're more common or they're less desirable. And I may have
Lori, which one did you sell for $250?
Yeah, let me know. I might have that one. Who knows?
Yeah, because she was only showing you a couple. She's got like a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, I have like 50 of them. I'm only going to show a few.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
So yeah, that's just the ones that I was going to show you. Like I said, I paid up a little bit for them, but I thought they were pretty cool. Let's see what else. Let me move that out of the way. So this I picked up quite a while ago. Crystal was working on it for a while. She actually had to replace the zipper on this. So this is a vintage 80s. It's like definitely Gunny Sacks era, 80s, Prairie Core. It's not Gunny Sacks. It is homemade, which is not uncommon from the 70s and 80s. This is red, by the way, again, with this color washing out. But it's this red calico print, high neck, super long prairie skirt with little tiny like sunflowers on it. It also came with a purse, drawstring purse that matches it that someone made. This all feels super crispy. I swear it feels like somebody made it and then never wore it. Or if they did, it was cleaned and pressed and put away. And then if you really want to go super Laura Ingalls core, it even came with a bonnet that matches it. Now, I don't know that the whole Gunny Sacks thing ever went so far as to wear a bonnet. Somebody could have made this to wear in a play or in a movie. It could have been a costume type thing, but it's the same era as Gunny Sacks as far as the construction and the zipper and everything. So it's definitely like, oh, Teresa's here. So it's definitely a, did I channel the ugliest things ever? Yes, apparently I did this week. Here go the dogs, guys. Sorry. But this is definitely, I don't know what I'm going to list it for, but because of the purse and the hat, I'm probably going to list it in like the $150 range. I did buy this in a large lot of clothing where the only thing that was wrong with it was the zipper was broken. And again, Crystal replaced that for me. It took a while to get the right size zipper in and everything. So I paid $3 for the item. And then I think I paid $10 for her to replace the zipper, maybe 20, something like that. In either case, I should sell it for like 100, 150. It is pretty cool. I'm just going to ad lib and read some of these things right now because the dogs are going to lose their mind in 3 seconds. Teresa's here. And as soon as they see her walk in, they are going to be. So I'm going to read some of the chat here. Oh, they were really good. Okay, here she comes. So Laura Ingalls wants her dress back for sure. And yeah, so Lori, I definitely got a bunch of them. We're bringing in a couple of the dogs so that they don't lose their minds.
Because Grizz is the ringleader when it comes to.
Oh, Barbara says Pioneer Trek outfit. It's the thing that the Latter-day Saint teenagers do. Possibly so. Oh, look at Teresa's been in the sun.
Teresa.
Look at how tan you are. Let's get this party started. How are you?
Come on, let's wrap this thing up already. I'm here. We're ready to party.
You want to go back in the whisper giggle spot back there?
Yeah, this is the whisper. That's the whisper couch.
Oh.
That's where you whisper and giggle a lot.
We're just gonna do a couple. I actually only have like 4 or 5 more things, and then I'll let Katy show her things. So this is. I pick these up every
We're
time.
not done yet?
I've shown like 4 things, Teresa. We're actually going pretty fast. It's only 3 o'clock.
Mhm.
So I always pick up embroidered robes. These vintage embroidered robes. Don't pick up the new ones. You can tell the difference. You can tell the satin and the silk does not feel the same, but the silk and the satin, this is a really, really nice satin robe. It's a long one. It's a long one. It's all embroidered with like a big gold dragon on the back. I paid, I think, $2 or $3 for this in Florida when we went sourcing with Katy. And it has the big, wide, like kimono type sleeves here. And I'll sell this for probably $75 to $100. And let's see. Liz is hiding in the corner
I know.
on her air mattress in the turret of the manch.
Mhm.
Okay, so this actually came from Kara Cooper. We talked about our friends giving us vintage clothing when we see each other. And this was something Kara knew that I would love. This also needed a repair. It needed a button, I believe, which Crystal fixed. So this is just a vintage cotton. It's a Western skirt. See, it has like the big flare out at the bottom. It's denim. And it has the conchos, these little silver medallions with some suede fringe on them. So Kara gave this to me, so I didn't pay anything for it. But I will probably sell it for $75 or so. And Laura says, you're making her take pics in exchange for lodging? Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
So normally we have a little turret area where we keep our photography stuff. And I bought Liz a very nice air mattress. It will be used for other people, of course. A very nice air mattress and set her up in there because we only have one spare bedroom now because we use everything in this house for our business.
We're
And
out of
then-
toilet paper. Anybody got any more toilet paper? Did you wash your hands? Not yet. I was out of toilet paper.
Here we go.
Here we go.
And so it begins.
Okay, right. Got anything else?
No, I did not. Bunny says, did you know Thrilling is looking for prairie outfits for the studios right now? I
Yeah.
did not. I will take a pic. I will send the pics. I have like 5 more things I'm going to show. Okay. Bins find. Vintage fry boots, men's fry boots with the rubbery lug sole. So I paid $3 to $4 for these. These will also sell for about $150. These are made in Mexico. Made in Mexico and made in Canada, made in the USA. All of those things were prior to the early 2000s for Fry. Fry now makes everything in China, as do most people. This, Allison, if she watches this playback, will be very proud. This is a brand that I picked up because of Allison. I got these at the bins this week. These are Danner boots. I'm going to try and show the tag on these. So Danner is a higher end like work boot, hunting boot. So these are like Gore-Tex, steel toe. I haven't comped out this particular model, but at least $100 and change. Maybe more. 3 more things. This was a bins pickup. This is not super old, but I would say it's definitely vintage, made in Mexico, maybe 70s or 80s. So this is like a Cuban wedding shirt. So it's long sleeves, not short sleeves. So you think of it as like the Cuban shirt, but it's got the pockets on the top and the bottom. It's black and it's embroidered. So it's considered a wedding shirt when it has the pockets on the top and the bottom. And then it has the button detail all along the back. So this is a really nice shirt. Probably $75 or so. Okay, Alana says Fry still makes boots in Mexico. It could be. They're very heavy. They're actually some of the nicer Fry boots that I've picked up. Very heavy, very thick. They feel much nicer. I haven't looked up the model or anything yet, so they could be more recent, but they're definitely vintage. But I don't know how vintage they are. And then these two pieces are my favorite that I picked up. Thank you for letting me know that. I have not researched when I show these things on the show, I have not researched anything yet. So this is just the off the top of my head knowledge. Okay, so final two things that I've found. I don't know why someone threw this back in the bins, but I got this Friday at the bins and they had tossed it back. So this is probably the stains. This is a vintage, it's pink, but it is a souvenir jacket. It's a military souvenir jacket. So this is a Far East tour of Japan. This is what soldiers would buy for themselves, their wives, their girlfriends to represent the different areas that they've been when they've been deployed or on tour. So this one it's pink, but I don't necessarily think it's women's. I don't know. It's a larger size. So it's a satin bomber jacket. It's embroidered with the dragon on one sleeve. And then on this sleeve as well. There's a couple of stains on it. I'm going to treat the stains. And then there's the person, I think this may have had a name on it, or honestly, this may be a name that's embroidered in a different language. I honestly don't know. This could be Japanese lettering. I don't mean to be ignorant. I'm sorry, but it could be. But it has a big stain right on it. And it has a stain right here too. It's like a little bit of a yellow stain. It's not reversible. It is not reversible. Some of them are, but this one is not. It's got the very, very heavy metal zipper on the front, which is how I realized that it was not a repro, because there are some companies that are making them newer as a repro. It's a look. It's a whole look. You know, like Ralph Lauren has a line. I think that has sold them. Lots of different cheap ones. Oh, okay. So someone said that was kanji. Okay. So, yeah. So I paid like $2 for it. I'm going to try to date it. There are no tags anywhere on it. I might be able to date it based on the Far East tour, what's actually on here, because they still make flight jackets that look very similar. So it's one of those harder to date. They haven't really changed the styles very much. The best I'm going to be able to do to date it is based on the heavy YKK zipper. And even that they've used for decades. So it's hard to tell. Mm-hmm. So how do I treat stains on satin? Satin is not silk. So satin is machine washable. It actually has some runs in the satin too, but I couldn't care less about the runs. I don't think it's going to really affect the value at all. I'm not really even too sure what I'm going to price this at yet. I haven't seen any in pink. I have seen them in red and then in brown, and you see them in the green, in black. I've never seen one in pink. So I'm not quite sure. I haven't done any research on it yet. I'll let you guys know what I come up with, but it's definitely over $100. I think I'm going to price this in the $200 to $300 range. Yeah. Actually,
I'd price at $300 with best offer.
But I'm actually looking, to see what I don't know. I haven't done any research on it yet. I just knew that it was something I had to grab. At first, I thought it was a repro because I figured that was why someone threw it back.
But it's real heavy.
And then when I pulled it out and I started looking at the detail, I was like, no, this is vintage. Like it has a zip off. Like there was a hood on this at some point. I don't care. Yeah, I'm excited about that piece. I didn't pay very much for it at all. So bins by the weight, $2 to $3. And then the last thing I'm going to show, this was also from the bins. This is pretty heavy. So I would say I probably paid about $5 for this, but this is a heavy velvet, dark purple hooded cloak.
Goes into it.
Yep. Heavy purple hooded cloak. It's fully lined with black. This is great for costumes or cosplay or Ren Fair. This is actually made by Chivalry Sports Inc., the Renaissance store. I have no idea what this costs at the Renaissance store, but it's a very, very nicely made heavy cloak. So I'm going to do some pricing and see if they still exist and get an idea from there. But I really like it. I don't know what I'm gonna price that one out either, but I probably paid about $5. I would say that that thing's got to be at least $200. So we'll see from there.
Indeed.
Okay.
Take this
I will take Grizz while you show your stuff.
She's such a good old lady.
Come here, baby.
Oh,
sorry.
Scrabble.
Sorry, crazy.
All right, so I have so much stuff that's come in. And I just didn't have time to go through everything and try to pull out the best stuff. And so I'm just grabbing a stack from one particular buy I did online. This jacket's really cool. Vikki hasn't seen any of this stuff, but maybe she can help me date it. This jacket, it's
Do you have a tag inside?
yeah, hold on. It's a bomber jacket from New Mexico State University. Was that the Aggies? How you say it? Aggies,
I think.
I
think it's Aggies. Oh, I'd say that's like 60s. Maybe earlier. 50s or 60s. Without checking.
Yeah, I don't know. Birdie. Anyway, that's
the
nice.
Script tags, when their things are written in cursive or in script, that tends to be more of a 50s or 60s thing. But that's just by looking at it, 50s, 60s is
I
my
paid
guess.
like $20 for this, so I don't know. There's not a lot of New Mexico. I very briefly tried to look it up, and there's not really a lot of New Mexico state stuff listed, and definitely not any jackets. So I don't know. A couple of sweatshirts. I like this. This is from 1996 Hair World. So this is a sweatshirt from
Hair World.
Hair World. It was I'm assuming it was like a convention, like a hair convention, like hairdressers,
Okay.
kind of thing. See all the different colored dye and stuff like that. And this is the monumental experience of the decade. Whoa! And I have a sweatshirt to commemorate it, man. Nobody's gonna believe I was even there.
Ridiculous.
Wait, you like that?
I'm trying to behave over here.
I like it, audience. Anyway, it's just kind of cool because it's got the embroidery on there, the multicolored embroidery, but just a cool sweatshirt. I paid
water, by the way. I'm like dying of thirst over here.
I think I paid like $7.50 for this. Nice big size. Next up, I'll probably price that like $70. Next up, this is a hoodie sweatshirt. It has been cut, but I don't think it really matters. It is reverse weave. It's Ithaca College. Nice gray reverse weave, kind of worn and faded.
Champion?
No, it's MVP is the tag, but the construction is a
it's like the Jan Sport Champion reverse weave stuff.
Reverse weave. And this will probably price for like $100. I looked up anything.
What'd you pay for it?
Oh, this maybe like $10. So,
hello, Lydia Ortiz from Denver.
hello.
We have Liz from Colorado Springs here in our studio audience off to the side.
Hello. This is actually from that estate sale last week. But I grabbed this. I don't know if like they cut the sleeves and sewed them like this. I think maybe they did. People who owned it. I don't know. I think they're really cute.
No, I think it was sold like that. I've seen sweatshirts like that.
Yeah, but it doesn't look professionally done necessarily. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, this is a Wimbledon sweatshirt. The All-American Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club. It's kind of a cool little graphic on there. But this is part of that lot, so I paid like, who knows, maybe $5 for it. Okay, and then these are all from that other online sale or purchase. And none of these have been washed, but this is it Tonopah Joker Saloon, super worn and faded. I'll be bleaching
Tonopah,
this.
we're like Bonnie and Larry are from Tonopah.
Yeah, super worn and
seriously.
What'd she say?
Teresa is using the blender. I don't know what the frig she's doing.
They're making margaritas. Let them go.
Teresa, the one who doesn't drink, is making margaritas.
Wait, the funniest part. Teresa, you're going to get in trouble. And Teresa said,
It's just a YouTube show. It's not a national television. See?
It's okay. It's okay. Vikki scrolls Facebook while we're on, so
We're trying to do a show here. Lori says we're trying to do a show here.
sorry.
hold on. Hold on.
Liz is trying to pick up her dropped ice.
What's going on over there, Liz?
I broke your house. Been here 10 hours. I broke the house already.
Things
Oh
are
my
going
God.
downhill fast.
All right. Real quick, I'm going to bleach this, but feel how soft it is. It's
I don't want to feel
whatever.
like it's
It's
dirty.
very, very, very soft.
Yes. They're doing the show. Be quiet.
We are.
Give Katie 10 more minutes, please, to show her stuff because she's going to be mad. Wicked subtle, Liz. We are not drinking. That's the sad part. This is sober. This is what's sober.
But we will be drinking. So next up, I think my Alaska peeps will appreciate this all over print Alaska t-shirt. You've got the snowplow, you've got a grizzly bear, you've got all kinds of fun stuff. You've got a wolf, all kinds of. It's a really cool pattern.
She's gonna do what she
just
can to
really
block
come
us for
up
as long as possible. Teresa's making like mixed margaritas in the downstairs. Like
You got Bailey's in that?
what happened? Did she pee? That's Teresa's first question.
I want to hear what Katie's bought. I want to see. I'm learning here. I'm sorry, Katie. Not really.
I know you're not sorry. Next up,
It's Colorado shirt.
no, this is an 80s
Skiing
ringer
jeans.
tee, Dallas Cowboys. Look at how beautiful that is. I love it. It's also very, very soft.
Everybody ooh and ah appropriately.
Yes.
Thank you.
Not
Thank you.
like creepy robots. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ah. Ooh.
Grizz is hiding.
Oh.
Look at this. Grizz is hiding. She's all done with you people.
Oh, Grizz. It's almost over, Grizz. Let's see. I'll skip that one. That was not very exciting. Here's another ringer tee. I don't know what is happening with this, but look at this t-shirt. It's a ringer tee. It says the Ticket Shack.
Ooh. Ah.
It says the Ticket Shack, Newport Beach. And I don't know what is happening with this chick and why that guy's arm is like through her leg, but I don't know what's happening there. But I do really like the design. I think it's a cool graphic.
Ooh.
Yes. You already would not this.
Oh. You wanted to come back for seconds.
But the other one I paid probably either $5 or $10 for. What is this? This is a San Antone Rose. This one needs to be bleached like nobody's business. 5th annual 4th of July chili cook-off, people. I don't know why it's a chili cook-off, but then it's like a cactus. The San Antone Rose. I don't know. Whatever, man.
Okay.
I like it. That's from the 80s. And these are just kind of, nothing, no like crazy shirts, but like this one's from Portland, Oregon. Common Grounds
Coffee.
It's a coffee, probably a coffee roaster in Portland. I don't know if they're still around or not.
Ooh. Ah.
Yeah, pretty good. It's good stuff. Trish, your laugh is killing me.
Trish laughs like the dog from What's the dog?
I know which one.
From like Hanna-Barbera, the dog. I don't know what I can't remember his name, but that's what she laughs like. With no noise but
Yep.
Somebody tell me who I'm talking about.
I don't know. Next up, Ringer T, elect Herb Taubman.
I love Herb Taubman.
Herb Taubman? Holy shit!
Wait, I know a Herb Taubman from '86.
That's incredible!
Kim got it. Muttley, that's who it is. Yep.
Anyway, he ran. I don't know if he won. I don't know what state it was.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I don't
She
know.
does the same laugh.
I don't know what's going on over
Oh my
there.
gosh, does Trish think she's at Disney?
I think so.
bed when I got here, please.
All right. I don't know if I have anything else here. Oh, this one's cool.
Ooh.
This one's really cool. Check it out. This one it's Greyhound racing. It's a
Aww.
little Greyhound racing. Little Greyhounds.
Grizz is totally ready to leave. Grizz is trying to get
Hello.
out of here.
Look at it.
I'm thinking about PETA right now.
You're thinking what?
PETA. Like, you're not going to sell that.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's a really cool design.
Ripley is barking downstairs, by
I
the way.
know.
That's Ripley.
I know.
Sorry, that was.
I'm surprised it took her this long.
I've had her for quite a while.
Yeah, and then this last one, it says, "Shake the Foundation." Jamie Page. I don't know what that is. Maybe somebody out there knows. I haven't Googled it. Who's Jamie Page, guys? I paid like $5 for this. It says "Shake the Foundation." Jamie Page.
I have no idea.
So yeah, Grizz is like, I'm so sick of this shit. I want to go down and cuddle down in my bed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's all I have to show for this week. Nobody was paying attention because they're all a bunch of assholes.
You had a Greyhound shirt. You had something tubing. Toby Goodman for government. Democrat.
Toby Goodman.
1986. You had a skiing Jesus. No, that wasn't skiing Jesus.
I wish.
You had ringer tees. You had a vintage cowboy shirt. We were paying attention. Even though
They were sort of paying attention.
Sort of.
Yeah, so dog racing is not outlawed, but in some states it is. Like there's still dog racing in a couple of states. And actually it's very, very highly regulated. So they actually take really good care of the dogs now, and they only race for a little bit of time. Greyhounds love to run.
Mm-hmm.
If they're treated well, there's nothing wrong with dog racing. It's just like horse racing. If they're treated well, and then they let them retire after a certain amount of time. And
I don't think their career is very long.
No, it's a year, maybe 2.
So,
Britt has had his old dog was a greyhound that was a rescue from the racing. So they love to run. I think if you entice them properly and they're trained and they're treated well and they're fed well and they're not, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I ran so far away. Do.
Who sings that song?
Flock of seagulls.
Let them. Let them.
That was a dad joke. Seriously, dad joke.
Teresa kicks my ass. Oh,
Stop.
you stop.
All right, kids. I think that's it.
Thanks for coming.
We've degraded the show already. 113 of you were able to put up with our nonsense for an hour and 20 minutes. None of us have had a cocktail, by the way, and Teresa doesn't drink at all. But you've been in the sun like 2 days this whole summer. How are you so dark already?
I'm German. It happens fast.
My goodness.
Yep.
That's what he said.
By the way, Teresa's not a very big dog person, and Grizz loves her.
I'm a dog mom. Excuse me. Stop.
She is a dog mom now.
She's a dog mom now. But I'm just saying, she's not a big dog person. Like, she doesn't hate dogs, but you're kind of like, you're just like whatever.
I don't want to stick it in the microwave.
But Grizz has always thought Teresa was the cat's meow. So anyway, all right, guys.
Knows what's happening.
It's true. All right, so thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Be on the lookout for potential reels and TikToks that are flirting with being inappropriate, if not going over that line completely.
We're going to have fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very fun next few days.
Yep.
No question.
Yep.
There'll be a lot of laughing.
Yep. Indeed. All right,
Maybe
guys.
some pants peed.
Talk to you later. You guys want to say goodbye?
Bye. So long. Farewell.
Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye.